Hello all. Today we are going to see a question from GATE 2017 Mechanical Paper 2, question number 33. So you are given a helical compression spring. So its wire is of a circular cross section and it is subjected to a compressive load. Okay. So the maximum shear stress induced in this initial case is 24 MPa. So now their main question is like if the compressive load is same and if both the wire diameter and the mean coil diameters are doubled, then what is the maximum shear stress in MPa induced in the cross section of the wire? So before proceeding with the problem, if you want to know more details about design of springs, please refer to this NPTEL course by professors from IIT Kharagpur. So let's go ahead with the problem. So now this is the useful data that we are going to use in this particular case. If you are having a helical spring like this and here your capital D is the mean coil diameter and small d is the diameter of the cross section of the wire. So your shear stress, maximum shear stress is expressed in this particular form. Now here Kw is your Wahl's factor, which is expressed like this. So let's see how to utilize this particular formula for this problem. So let's say the initial case we are denoting with 1 and the final case we are denoting with 2. Okay. So what we can say about Wahl's factor? Okay, so in first case you are having, let's say, some Wahl's factor Kw1. Okay, your C, that is your spring index for the first case, let's say C1, is dependent on your capital D by D ratio. Okay, so for the second case, that is Kw2, your C2 is dependent on the new D by D, that is, let's say D2 by small d2. So now what are D2? So D2 is basically 2 times D, or let's name it as D1 for easy understanding, and small d2 is again 2 times D1, because they are asking you what happens when the diameters are doubled. Okay, so that is the main thing. That's how we are getting this correlation. Okay, so that means we can write that your C2 is again 2d1 by 2 small d1, that is again d1 capital D1 by small d1. So that means your C1 and C2 is same. C1 is equal to C2. Therefore your Kw1 is equal to Kw2. So that we arrived from this conclusion. Okay, so now let's go ahead with this particular form. Okay, now let's indicate our tau1, that is the first case tau max is equal to this. Okay, it is given to be 24 MPa. Okay, now our tau2 can be represented again as P d2 by pi into d2 cube Kw2, which can be again represented as, so instead of d2 we are putting 2d1 pi into 2 small d1 cube, and Kw2 again you can write it as Kw1 because they are same. So now what do you get here? So let's separate out all the variables alone, and you get here Kw1 into, so 2 by this 2 cube by 2 cube. So now if you look carefully, this is your tau1 into 2 by 2 cube. So this you can write 24 from here and into 2 by 2 cube. So when you solve this, you are going to get 24 by 4 is equal to 6 MPa. So your new shear stress is going to be 6 MPa. So this is your final answer. So if you want to know more details about this kind of problems, please check out the NPTEL course. I hope you understood the problem. Thank you.